Maureen Hill Early Childhood Education Center has been providing quality education to children as young as 6 months to 7 years. Each child is assessed on their skills and capacity and not on age. Mondays are focused on maths, science on Tuesdays. Wednesdays is arts and crafts. Comprehension, English and writing are on Thursdays, and it's sports and drama on Fridays.
If a child is leaning on the table, looking at what the older ones are doing, and I see what they're up to, so it's not a matter of when your birthday is, but in your capacity. Yeah.
Many of the Maureen Hill Early Childhood Education Center students are now prominent individuals and professionals in different fields in PNG and abroad.
I toilet trained Brian Kramer, right? He came here at that height, right? I taught him to read, all those things. He started here. He lived just down the corner there. And the pilots from Air New Guinea and Talia, I went to teach them out at the airport. And they were all pilots. And I recognised the name. And I said, "Oh, you went to my school." And this fellow put up his hand and said yes, and 8 or 9 others put up their hands as well. They were all your students. All my students, right?
So many generations have been taught by Maureen Hill. Some of her students are grandchildren of her former students. But this year will be the last year for the school to operate as the founder, Maureen Hill, retires. A farewell was held for her during the school's last graduation ceremony 2 weeks ago. Hill is finding it difficult to keep the place running and decided to close the school. Last year, she had to source funds from her family in New Zealand.
People not paying their school fees is one of the reasons I've closed, actually. Yeah, I had to get my family in New Zealand to support me last year in order to meet the salaries of my 12 staff and things. So it's disappointing.
Parents are dismayed to see the school close. Most parents are pleased with the level of education their children displayed.
This is her last year, and we were saddened at first to have known that she will be closing the school.
Those who have worked with her are also disheartened to see her exit the teaching field. As Maureen closes this chapter of her life, her only concern is for the school to get much needed funding support and reopen its doors. She said she had offered the nursery free of charge to Divine Word University, but her offer was rejected. Hill would love to see a Papua New Guinean taking over where she left. Apart from the school, Maureen also runs other community programs and will continue running those programs into the new year. Martha Louise, National EMTV News, Madang.